Howdy, 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 my beautiful Aquarius. How are you doing? My name is SimplyVelca, and today, honey, I'm going to be reading your weekly tarot horoscope tarot cards for the month of October 2021, darling. So if you find some cards that do resonate with you in this weekly reading today, be sure to let me know in the comments below, darling, which cards resonate and how they do, because that's how I keep up with you, Aquarius, is through the comments. As well, if you do enjoy my vibe for today, or you just enjoy this reading, darling, preferably my vibe as well, though. If you do enjoy it, regardless of that, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe, because it does help me out a lot, and I always appreciate it when you do that extra step to support me, Aquarius. Also, remember, it does not matter what you identify as, whether it's he, she, they, them, anything inside or outside of that spectrum, darling. If these tarot cards are going to resonate with you, darling, they're going to resonate with you. So keep that in mind. Remember, I am just a man reading some tarot cards to you. You know your situation better than I ever possibly could, so take the cards that resonate and leave what doesn't, because I'm not going to be offended by it. I believe tarot cards are just here to give you some food for thought, perspective to consider, Aquarius, but never making the choices in your life, because it's your life to live, darling, not mine and not these tarot cards. So all that being said, let's just jump into your weekly tarot horoscope reading now, Aquarius. But first and foremost, let's do a little bit of a vibe check, darling. Let's see what the tarot forecast is going to be, what the vibes are going to be for this week. What can we kind of expect for this mood for this week for you, Aquarius? I hope I didn't call you guys Gemini. I keep on thinking I did, but I don't think I did. You have the Strength card coming in here, Aquarius. So admittedly, this is going to probably be relatively, I don't want to say heavy week, because I feel as if that kind of sets you up for failure, darling, right? Aquarius, I more so feel like this is going to be a week where you're really going to be tapping into just how powerful you actually are. I feel as actually, yeah, and that's what I feel like for you guys, Aquarius. Normally, I consider this like my shadow work card. This is the newest tarot deck that a lovely subscriber gifted to me, but Aquarius, normally with this strength card, I see as the shadow work card, I see as just being like a heavy time. But for you guys, I feel it's like you're going to be finding your groove, Aquarius. Actually, you're going to be finding your groove. You're going to be feeling a lot more empowered, and just like, it's like you're going to be finding your purpose, Aquarius, is what I'm getting. You're going to be finding your purpose, like where you actually need to invest your energy, where the direction of your life is going to be going. Really interesting. It's like this, do you guys get like a surge of inspiration, or what's going on there, Aquarius? Like, this is actually really good. We have the Seven of Wands coming out here with the, let's see here, the Death card coming in here. So you guys are having a little bit of a rebirth moment. And then coming in, we have the Queen of Swords. So Gemini, I feel as if you guys have been, this is going to sound corny, Gemini, now's the Gemini part. Aquarius, I do feel as if for you guys have been in this little bit of a cocooning phase. You guys have been almost like figuring out like where you want, like some of you guys might have had like your midlife crises recently, or quarter life crises, as I like to say, darling. And just trying to find your purpose, trying to find like where it is that you need to go, where you need to put your energy. And you probably have been a little bit of MIA just from the whole scene of things. People probably haven't really communicated with you that much. Maybe you've even found yourself a little less active on social media recently, Aquarius. And I feel like it's because you guys have been going through this rebirthing process. I feel like you guys have been working really hard on something. And it's just like, if you have been working on some type of project, the projects that you put out are going to really be fabulous. A lot of eyes are going to be on you. I do see with that Seven of Wands here. It's giving me very much so like the work that you've been putting in has not been wasted. It's going to definitely give you a juicy payout. King of Swords coming in here. Interesting. King of Swords here, Queen of Swords there. We have here the Seven of Swords as well. A lot of air energy for you, Aquarius. And then we have here the Three of Discs, Three of Pentacles. Powerful in terms of collaborations, Aquarius. If you work together with somebody, I feel like this is going to, again, be like a very thriving time. Maybe you're working on a project with other people that you put out that really is fabulous for you. But with that King of Swords and Seven of Swords here, be careful, Aquarius, about I get this sense here, Aquarius, like you could get a little bit overwhelmed by how many people are perceiving you pretty soon. And I know for many of you Aquariuses, especially if you are looking to have like your stuff being seen, you just being seen in general, Aquarius, you could initially just be like, well, Velca, don't worry, girl, this is what I've been wanting. But actually, Aquarius, I get this sense of feeling like a little bit overwhelmed, and you potentially like shutting down a little bit and dealing with a little bit of imposter syndrome, darling. It's just something that I'm getting, so I just feel inclined to like put that message in there. Five of Pentacles, yeah, it's almost this sense of like the success that comes towards you, Aquarius. You start experiencing such heavy imposter syndrome and being like, oh, I don't deserve this. Like, what happens if everyone thinks that I'm like this like realizes that I'm a fraud when you're not even a fraud, Aquarius? Like, it's very interesting now. Yeah, it's like you're gonna be having so much good happening in your life that you start telling yourself that it's just like, oh, I don't deserve this, or like this pressure that you start adding to yourself where you're just like, okay, well, now I have to, like, everything that I put out now has to be even 10 times more, not really realizing that like the reason why these good things are happening to you in the first place is because you've been putting in the work for it. But not only that, like, you're fabulous in your own right, Aquarius. Like, the things that you like, you're getting this attention that's coming to you really quickly because of just who you are and what you stand for, Aquarius. So just need to get that message out there for you guys. So now let's get into, Aquarius, the things that you don't see coming towards you, and just the success, the Ace of Pentacles, darling. Right off that, we starting out strong, honey. So really, you don't anticipate, I don't feel like you anticipate this success. It's like you come out of sleeping, you come out of hibernating from this soul, like very much so like this hermit mode of like self-reflecting, self-discovery and all that. And then like this newfound attention, Queen of Wands, like once you start coming out of your shell a little bit, it's like you get welcomed with such abundance. 10 of Cups, the story is writing itself. This is going to be such an easy reading, which is a nice change of pace for you guys, Aquarius, because it's just like, my gosh, you guys have been having such complex readings recently. I really do feel strongly in that the efforts that you have been putting in internally is not for nothing. You are definitely going to be rewarded for the hard work that you've been putting in, darling. 10 of Cups is all about just like everything being like, you're going to be feeling really fulfilled. You're going to be having a lot of gratitude, experiencing rather a lot of gratitude in your life just for the rewards that the rewards of whatever it is that you're putting out, right? Because all of your objectives are going to be different, Aquarius. You have the Knight of Pentacles coming in here, right? Knight of Pentacles, right? I like to show this artwork, but I know it can kind of spook out some people. Knight of Pentacles on the Ace of Pentacles, the Devil card on that Queen of Wands. Yep. I'm trying not to belch in front of you guys. Honey. And then the Knight of Wands on that 10 of Cups here. So right out, like, truly, I am right in my suspicions that you guys might be experiencing a little bit of imposter syndrome. So get ahead of it right now when you receive this reading, Aquarius. Even if you tell yourself, being like, look, girl, I don't know what imposter syndrome, look it up, right? Like, because what you don't see coming towards you is a lot of success, a lot of abundance, a lot of just reaping the benefits of things. And I really get the sense here where you're just like, you're going to be experiencing the sense of where you tell yourself you're not deserving of this because you tell yourself that you're not talented enough, not pretty enough, not, whatever your narrative is, whatever excuses that you tell yourself, BS reasons that you tell yourself as to why all is good. It's just like, it's like the sense of being like, you can't believe it. It's like, are you sure this is meant for me, not for someone else, universe? Like, did y'all deliver to the right house or something like that, right? Just like Aquarius, really, 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 you deserve this. Like the things coming towards you really quickly. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Don't freak out about it. Don't feel overwhelmed during this. I know it's easier said than done, but just consistently remind yourself that this is what it is that you've been working so hard for. All right. So now let's see a little bit more detail on the good things in the works for you guys. So 4 of Wands here. So this has been what you've been hoping for a very long time now. This has been your hopes and dreams for some time. Maybe, and it feels like maybe you guys were kind of like divulging off from your path a little bit at some point. But you're about to be getting everything. Like, this is I know how fluffy and just over the top positive this reading is, Aquarius, but y'all know, if you've been a regular on my channel, y'all know that I don't sugarcoat things, and it's not always the case. But 9 of Cups, like just look up the definitions of these cards, Aquarius, and it's just crazy. 5 of Pentacles. So the good things in the works for you guys, it's like, yeah, let's just say that you're an artist of some type, you're a creative, or you've been trying to get like your Etsy business off the ground or something like that, right? You've been always, your entire life, you've been wanting to be a model, you've been wanting to be an author, what have you, whatever your narrative, Aquarius. And, it's been this, you probably have been going through a little bit of a dry spell. You haven't been really knowing the sense of direction of how to go from point A to point B being your 4 of Wands, Aquarius. And I almost like it's this, I don't know how it turns out, because obviously it's going to be different again for all of you guys, Aquarius, but how it turns out to be is like you go from not only point A to point B, but you go from point A to point F, darling. Like you hit several major milestones in your life in a quick succession. And that's what I mean by like, you could feel really overwhelmed. You could experience imposter syndrome because you're just like, whoa, I wasn't planning for this until like 10 years down the road, right? So let's get some clarifiers. We have here the Three of Swords coming in on that Four of Wands. Yeah, that frustration with this. You have the Moon card coming in as well on that Nine of Cups. So again, it's really going to be catching you off guard, Aquarius. I really don't think I don't think you are aware or are ready. Like you are not anticipating like how successful something's about to be in your life. Truly. And then the Strength card coming in here on that Five of Pentacles. So yeah, you're really going to be finding your groove. You're going to really realize like how talented you actually are, how powerful you are, how beautiful you are, how impactful you are in this world, Aquarius. And it's just like, it's due to the fact like maybe you have just been going through some struggles for a little bit, dealing with a lot of resistances in terms of like the things that you have been continuously doing, right? But it's giving me very much so like overnight success, honestly. That's kind of how I would, like, if I had to summarize this in 2 words, it'd be overnight success. Because isn't overnight to get in 1 word? Girl, you get my point, Aquarius. I don't want to see in the comments being like, well, Velca, it's technically, girl, I don't care. So now, Aquarius, let's read these cards to Miss Aretha Franklin, darling, and to Miss Barbara Walters. Hello. I don't know why these cards are acting up right now, Aquarius. Hold up. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what spirit guide messages we have coming in for you this week. We have the Six of Cups, the Temperance card. Is this the Temperance? Yeah, Temperance. And the Judgment card. I feel like I didn't show you guys the Six of Cups long enough. Six of Cups, I love the artwork in this deck because it symbolizes, it talks about past energy, right? In the sense of like where you sunk don't look at my nails, but where you sunk a lot of your energy into. It starts out as a little boy and their dog, and then it progresses through life as a man, and that same dog being a golden retriever. So Six of Cups, Temperance card, and this Judgment here. The message really is like, I don't feel like you guys have ever given up on your dreams and what have you aspire to always be in your life, what you wanted to, grow up to be. Aquarius, I feel as if you've been patient with this. You've been really staying the course. Sure, you may have had your good days and you've had your bad days, right? As this Temperance card in the artwork symbolizes, right? With the yin and yang energy. You've had your good days, you've had your bad days, but you continuously taken action. Even if you, on some level, couldn't even conceptualize how you would have the success, Aquarius, or how you would get from that point A to point B, you always told yourself, you're just like, no, I know I'm going to be X, Y, and Z. I know, like, I'm deep down that I'm meant to be an author. I know I'm meant to be a New York's Best Times publisher or seller or what have you. I know I'm meant to be a model. I know, like, something, you just have known to your core, Aquarius, like, where your purpose is, and you really stayed the course with that. We have here the Justice card coming in, Aquarius. And then we have here what is this? Eight of Swords coming in here. You've been knowing this, and just like, it's funny, like, yeah, the Eight of Swords is like this sense of just being trapped, this sense of feeling as if it's like no matter what it is that you did, it's just like you couldn't like break through this final hurdle, getting into this final stretch. And then the Nine of Wands, right? Is this Nine of Wands? Yeah, Nine of Wands, darling. Nine of Wands, Judgment card. This is really just like a storyline of someone who just has persevered, Aquarius, through thick and thin. They've really, what is this? It's like, I don't know why I keep on thinking of modeling right now, but it's just like you paid your dues. You've gone through life. You've gone through the struggles, Aquarius. You've experimented. You've gone through your ups and downs. And it's just like now you're about to be receiving the payout. Now you're about to be having karma working in your favor with that that Justice card. Now you are about to be breaking free, darling. So Aquarius, like, you have, like, continue what it is that you've been doing. You guys are in the exact right path. I know it might be hard for you guys right now to really conceptualize how you're going to have, like, a lot of the success coming in for you, but it's gonna happen. And when it does happen, Aquarius, first of all, remember me, darling. Hello. No, but truly, in all seriousness, Aquarius, just know that you are deserving of this, because I do just feel like I need to, like, reinforce this idea of, like, do not let imposter syndrome get to you. All right. So now, Aquarius, let's get into now how people are perceiving you at this time. Ace of Wands, strong attraction, very strong respect towards you. Hanged Man. It's almost as if, like, people around, like, this person right off the bat, it's like, with the success, Nine of Wands here too, it's like, this is giving me very much so a celebratory energy, Aquarius, where it's just like someone that's been watching you sees, like, the hard work that you've been putting in, and sees just, like, yeah, Hierophant, this is someone that you're already connected with, someone that I would say in your close circle, that has just seen you at your lowest, or seen you go through these struggles. Knave of Cups, Page of Cups coming in here with the Queen of Swords, as well as the Nine of Swords as well. So it's an energy where it's just like, you probably were close to them at some point, Aquarius. Maybe you still are on some level, but I don't feel like you guys are talking right now, especially with that Queen of Swords. I can't really tell who put distance between the other person. That's up for you to figure out, Aquarius, because you'll know it, obviously, darling. But it's just the sense of where it's just like, maybe like an old friend, maybe like a family member that you haven't talked to and not really on the best of terms with. Maybe it's someone, like an old relationship, perhaps, Aquarius. Like, it's someone definitely from the past. Not really, I know, again, not really communication, but it's just like they see the success that, I mean, it's carrying over. Even in your social reading, your success is carrying over, where it's like they see your success, they see you thriving, and it's like these energies are just like standing in the back being like, oh yeah, look at Aquarius go. This is what Aquarius has been working on. It's very much so like very proud energy. So don't be surprised, Aquarius, if you have someone from your past that you haven't really connected with in a while, coming up in the forefront for you guys. But Aquarius, that is the weekly tarot reading that I have for you for this horoscope. I am so happy for you guys, Aquarius. You guys were the easiest reading to do. That voice crack, darling, out of all the signs so far this week. So it's a nice change of pace for you guys. And it's just a very happy, positive message. Like, Aquarius, I'm so happy for you guys. I love you so much. If you want to book a private reading with me, my website's always linked down below, SimplyVelca.com, darling. As well as my social medias are TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all of it just being SimplyVelca, honey. And yeah, I can't wait to connect with you guys sometime in the near future, Aquarius. I'm so happy for you guys. Good luck.